Hello there, everyone. My name is Matt, and we're going to play some Steel Artery today. This is a game I have never played before. This is one that a playtest popped up on Steam, and I like trains, I like city builders. The concept of this one seems to be a kind of steampunky, or it's pixel art game where you are building a train, or excuse me, you're building a city on like a train to run on tracks. Reminds me a little of like Mortal Engines, if you ever read that book or seen the movie. This is a beta, as it says right here, so there are things that are going to change, but I thought it would be fun to play 20 minutes to a half hour or so and see what it looks like and go from there. So let's go ahead and already, I mean, this is fun, and I like the art style. I'm loving the music, actually. We'll see how it is in the actual game, but it's very haunting and melodic, and I like that a lot. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what we've got to look at. Let's do the campaign. I don't know. I don't have a specific name for it. We will call it Steelton. Whatever. I'm original. Whatever. Tutorial enabled. Start new game. Let's do it. Alrighty. Unlike other games, you can't directly control the creatures. Okay, so that does remind me like a lot of city builders. We can't start train journey yet. We need to build and provide with everything it needs to survival. So close this window or right mouse click. Okay, so first things first, I want to see if I can hide my cursor. Because I am, let's see, engine training, all this stuff looks good, but I can see, this might just be a setting on mine, but already, or maybe it's just telling me the direction it needs to go in. So open the guide. Oh yeah, it's pointing me to it. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, a little weird, but I get it now. Open the guide by pressing H, find the game controls section and review it. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, WASD moves around, shift to move the camera faster. Holding left mouse button or middle mouse button also moves the camera. ZXC instantly moves the camera to the tail, middle, or head of the train. Mouse wheel zooms, I'm gonna have to refer to this. Okay, it doesn't matter, we'll come back to this later. Freeze the camera during movement and toggle full screen mode. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I checked the controls. If you complete the task too quickly, view previous mission. Whoops. There we go, cool. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. That's a good way to do it. Review the region information. We have the ocean. All right, to learn more about who can come, hover over. Okay, so we have humans and orcs. I did see that this is like a little fantasy. It looks like, actually, if we zoom in, it looks like we do have a couple of humans and a couple of orcs. And I do like it when they do this. They each have their own name. I did see this in the what do you call it? In the trailer for this. Let's see. Danger, 1% chance not to return during the expedition. So this is kind of cool. So there's different regions to go through, and 1% per hour. Okay, so it's not just 1% total. It's however many hours they're out. All right, I checked the region info. Oh yeah, I didn't see how many. Okay, those are what we can extract. Place a gate blueprint. That allows creatures to board the train. So pressing B, I'm guessing is this building. Yeah, let's look at this. Building, demolish, freeze. Freeze stops all activity. Train? Oh yeah, train is allow me to look at the head. Oh, this gives me these specific details. And I think it said Z, X, and C. Yep, that's what those are. Population stats. Oh, I'll come back to this stuff later. Let's start with building a build infrastructure, and there's a lot of stuff here. Block, ladder, frame. Okay, so that's just to like help people move around. Infrastructure is going to be different cars and stuff, it looks like. Gate allows them to get on it, so let's go ahead and put it here. Now we got to wait until the game is built by clicking speed X1. And we can use the number controls to control it. So they're going to go ahead and build that. We don't have any employees. Oh, someone's going and getting stuff. Cool. Looks like they're eating now, I think. Sitting on the ground. That's funny. Oh, now they're helping to build it. Cool. Oh, I like the progress bar, actually. That's a simple way to do it. Alright, so we have a gate. Let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit. Okay, all the pieces are there, and now it has to be built. I see how it works. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and pause. You're now ready to accept creatures, decide which races to board and how many of each. We are in a phase of rapid expansion. We are accepting absolutely all applicants. Open the train control panel, which I saw earlier, and turn on auto accept. for all available races. Okay, great. Build a toilet. Oh, wow, they did get granular. Toilets creatures, yeah, that's fine. Needed in designated place. Press B, and then services, and then toilet. So far, I like, often with these indie games, they don't do a great job of the tutorial. So far, it's very clear. Build costs. So this shows, it looks like it shows the costs. Costs are increased due to the lack of frames behind the building. Interesting. So I guess you can build frames first and go from there. Well, let's just go ahead and follow the instructions. We've got that done. Let's go ahead and unpause. They're going to go collect the parts from it, which I assume... Yep, I got some resources here. This will tell me what is needed. They're loading it up. Let's, again, speed things up a little bit. Again, we're just going through the tutorial. Maybe my first video will just be the tutorial, and then the second video will be me actually playing. Okay, great. Shows the details. If I click on it, there we go. So we have how much coins and waste it stores. We can store coins in there? Oh, I guess it's... Okay, I guess it's you pay to use the... Okay, that makes way more sense. All right, I suppose that's fair. Some services also consumed. To use a service, creatures must spend their hard-earned money. In the Empire, all services are paid. Which may seem awful, but that's the current will of the Emperor. We'll be able to set our own laws. Okay, so this is still new. I checked the toilets. We already built several floors, and ladders will allow creatures to move vertically. Okay, I saw ladders earlier. Structure, ladder, and we can go ahead and just stack it up like that. Easy click and drag, and then we can go ahead and unpause the game. Let's get to know the creatures better. And this is what I saw earlier. They go to work and earn money to spend on services that satisfy their needs. So I can click on them to see where they're at. Movement is slow, which is fine. Workplace carrier station? Sit on the ground. Okay, cool. Not under threat of dismissal because they're all doing work, I guess. It's important to watch the state, provide them with jobs and ways to satisfy their moods. All right, I promise to take good care of them. Awesome. Place block blueprints. All right, these guys are still collecting that. A block can be a wall, floor, or ceiling. It serves as a foundation for new buildings. Okay, so that makes more sense. So we'll go ahead, and they want us to build one here. Great. Hover the mouse over the blueprint, see details about its state. Building is possible if the conditions for construction are not met. No one is involved. Okay, so blue means construction is possible, but some conditions are not met yet. In this case, it's because of holes in the cladding under these. So yes, it can't be built here because there's nothing underneath it. Green means somebody's already working on it and resources will be delivered soon. And dark green is everything's fine. So these are dark green, I believe. And green. Okay, great. Awesome. So let's go ahead and let it go. And we'll speed things up. Let them do their thing. Okay, so they're building that. I do like this this going across. So that must be the green they're talking about. Okay, great. So now they're about to build that. All right, build 2 frames. They're external side walls of the train. They are needed to remove holes in the cladding since hanging buildings are forbidden. So that's what they were talking about earlier with the frame. If I do this, and then I go ahead and click play, this will allow this top one to be built, which is good. And we'll go ahead and speed things. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Let's go ahead and speed things up a little bit. And what it said earlier is, okay, so I can put something else over this that will allow it to be a little less expensive since we already dedicated some resources to that. That makes sense. So they're building all of that. We can speed it up once more because, again, we got to build this before we let it ride. Okay. Click the carrier station. Time to understand how employees work in buildings. All right, so if we click on this, all buildings use shifts, meaning creatures come to work at specific times and leave after the shift. During the shift, they perform tasks. In this case, deliver resources. When the shift ends, the creature gets a salary paid from building storage. All right. No, arrive on time or finish work, that's okay. Their salary equals the actual time worked. Okay, so we are in a meritocracy. So they want us to build another carrier. We have one carrier station we plan to expand, so we need another one. So let's go ahead and do infrastructure, carrier station. I'll go ahead and put it right there. And then we'll have them build it out. All right, now this is something that can be built now because it wasn't able to be built before. Okay, and someone's going to build it. Awesome. And now this can be built. Okay, that's cool how that works. All right, let's speed things up a little bit more. Get them moving. All right, cool. Now we've got everything built so far. Review the building hint. Pay attention to the red strip at the top of the building. Ah, okay. Hover the mouse over. Since we just built the building, it has no employees, but don't worry, a resident will soon take the job. An indicator also appears, helps you find problems on the train. So if I'm over here and I do this, I can see carrier station. Okay, it pops up down the bottom, doesn't bring me to it. That's okay. Building is fine. All right, I did that. So some buildings take a long time to construct, but several builders at once. So this is a construction station, and we've got 3 here, but we don't have any employees there right now. So let's go ahead and build another. I see what's going. But we will, let's see, pay attention to the construction cost shown in the building card. So we will do that, and then we will do the blocks underneath it, which represent floors, as we talked about. And now we can go ahead. And they're gonna, okay, cool. So now we have some people performing. The name's Mogul Skull Crusher. I wonder if they went on like the D&D like name generation or whatever. That is funny. All right, go ahead and building that out. This is good to go. I like the carts going straight up the ladder. That is fun. No escalators in Steel Artery, it looks like. All right, someone's going to come and build it. That's good. Okay, so carrier stations are used to move stuff around. All right, find the forbidden building zone. Select any blueprint and look at the red tech down. I did clock that earlier. I didn't say anything, but yes. So I can't build above this area, it looks like. So maximum allowed building height. We currently have only 1 chassis with a maximum building height of 10 cells. Okay, found the red zone. Time to add space. Locomotion section while the chassis is being built. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to locomotion. We're going to build a chassis. I see. Okay, so we want this to be on either side of this. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and put it in the. Let's go ahead and put it in the back. That's fine. Okay. And we'll go ahead and let them start building while I look at the rest. Watch how the bars fill when carriers bring resources. Yep. So yeah, that was something I noticed earlier. I see. Okay, so as they are doing this, it's filling these guys up because we need manual work, intellectual work. Oh, interesting. That's divided in 2. That's kind of cool. So we need more iron parts, which we have some of. We are still not getting anything though. Like we're not extracting anything. So now we have creative work, and I'm guessing these guys have different amounts of health, food, drinks, hygiene, happiness. Work, intellectual work, creative work. So this is their rating on how good they are at various things. It's kind of cool. I like the way that's split up. And we're seeing it fill up. That makes sense. All right, I'll speed it up just a tiny bit more, finish that off. And we are all done. Okay, great. Treasury is similar to the carrier, but its employees move only money. Notice the stations you build on the 2nd floor, there are no coins in their storage. That means when a creature finishes a shift, it won't get paid, it will get upset, and will quit the job. So what we want to do is build a treasury, I assume. So, what it wants us to do is build a treasury there. Okay, because we are not getting any. Notice the stations you built on the 2nd floor. There are no coins in their store. I see. These guys have coins so they can get paid out of there, but I need somewhere for the main place to be. So I think that's going to be infrastructure, treasury, and we'll go ahead and throw that right there. All right, let's do it. And that will allow them to move gold up to here, or move coins up there, I guess is what they're calling it. All right, let's go ahead and speed it along to get that all set up. Building it nice and well. All right, cool. And now we're research center. Okay, so we're doing all the standard city building stuff. Tech, money, research, all that good stuff. Okay, to invent something new, they need to invest their intellectual and creative work. Press the research button to see the tech tree. Very simple right now, but there's stuff we can do. It looks like we start with extraction, all of which is valuable. Yeah, so we'll start there. So they want us to build a infrastructure research center. That's going to go right here. And we'll go ahead, speed things up, so that way they build it. We have no warehouses. What's this? There are no suitable warehouses for the following for coins. All right, we're going to need to deal with that. and we have no employees. So let's start with getting this built. Cleaners, waste to body disposal. So how full is our... Okay, we are slowly learning these things. Okay, waste is still good. We're still okay right there. Drinking barrel lets creatures satisfy thirst. So let's start with the infrastructure. No, services. It's got to be services. Drinking barrel. That's going to go right here. And then we'll go ahead and get a block to go here and here. And we'll go ahead and let them build it out. I do like the lighting, how it changes based on the time of day. It's pretty basic, but that is a fun thing to do. And again, as I mentioned earlier, I am enjoying the music. It's whoever put it together, it did a good job. Okay, just needs to be assembled. Great. Now we're building a shower right next door. Again, same kind of thing, shower. And then eventually we're going to get to extraction, I'm sure. So right now I think we're building the basics to get underway. And then we'll go from there. Poor hygiene increases the risk of illness, which I believe we could probably see from here. 16 on the train. Oh, because I've been collecting more, definitely. I've been auto-accepting. My population, 16 last day, because we only had 3 before. Or we only had 6 each before, unless they represent different things. I don't think I can see how far up it's gone, but I can see 16 last day and how many we got by that throughout the day. So once it gets to day 1, maybe we'll see more. Build an eatery, same kind of thing. Again, we're just building the basic services. We got an eatery right here. I do think it's a little darker than I'd like it to be without panning over it. Maybe there's a setting to adjust there. But so far, we'll let it ride. I guess it's kind of cool that I can flash over and see. But I need to build blocks. That's my mistake. Let's go ahead and do that. And now I can get the blocks there. And now they can build it, which is good. Okay. And someone will build it. Awesome. All right. Select the fish recipe in the eatery without a selected recipe. So we need to choose what we're making. We'll make some fish, of which we have some. And let's prepare space for the future. Okay, we can do that. That's easy enough to do. I'll let them go a little bit while we do that. Let's get some ladders here and some ladders here. Okay. I do like, again, I'll say, I think this is, especially for an indie game, this is a pretty good tutorial. It really is walking me through each of the steps. No employees. Okay, well, somebody will pick it up, I guess. I do wish there was a way, I guess the whole point is that they do it themselves, but I do wish there was a way for me to see how to, like, if I prioritize this or something like that, make it a higher priority. Per Aspera has a version of that where you can't really direct the drones yourself, but you can identify the prioritization of it, and I think that's valuable. Maybe there's a research I can do that with later. Let's crank all the speed all the way up. Oh, it's starting to get a little lighter. That is good. Small cabins. Creatures rent cabins for money, of course, and rest there to restore energy. So let me take a look at their energy. Movement is slow. Energy is -2 per hour, so we've got time. So expand sleeping places in time. You can use a ladder cell as a foundation for construction. That's kind of cool. All right, so let's start with our blocks. We'll bring this all the way out. And then infrastructure. No, services. Services, small cabin. Right? Small cabins. So let's go ahead and build a bunch of those. All right, and we'll go ahead, crank it out, let them do their thing. The lighting is good. A little dark at night, darker than I'd like, but I do like that it's very natural. It feels very natural. Okay, we got one fully built. Is this one already built? No free slots? Okay, great. For detailed information, press F or click the statistics tool. Oh, this is what I was looking at before. So we got 2 more. You can filter different groups by race or financial status. Interesting. All classes. Do I click stuff? Details equals all classes. Beggars, We got one beggar, poor guy being the one poor guy on the train. We don't have any rich, most are middle class. So, okay, all right, that's fine. You can also hover over status name to understand the, let me click away if I can. There we go. You can pay attention to the needs diagram. Okay, I see. Don't give servicing yellow or red colors. Each indicator has its own rhythm, so track them over time. They were disappointed, or has passed through dirt, taking a shower. Okay, we do have a shower. Maybe we need more. All right, I checked the colony status. Unlock the fishing. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We don't have enough research points. So how do we do that? Wait until you have enough research points. Okay, I guess I will wait. We'll just let it go. Not enough research. How do I get a research point? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Research points. There we go. Okay, so that will have to... All right, so I'm going to let them do their thing. Let's crank the speed up all the way. So they're focusing on that. This person is researching. That's kind of a cool way of tracking it, I guess. We got creative work. Each research point is more expensive than the previous one. The cost will increase. Research point scale is common for all research centers. Okay, so it looks like they move around to different jobs, which is kind of cool. I mean, they got their own rhythm. This one's showering. Let's go ahead and check statistics. People are happy, but we do have more poor people than we did before because we had like 10 middle class. So we need a way for them to earn more money, I guess. I might have enough at this point. Yep, research points 1. Let's go ahead and research it. Okay, great. All right, the fisherman house lets employees go outside through the gate and catch fish. After collecting some amount, the employee brings it back to the workspace. We only stops during train stops, though. They don't always when it happens. So extraction, I guess, fisherman house. There we go. And I need to put a block underneath it. There we go. All right, we'll go ahead and let them speed that up. All right, let's speed it up more. And there we go. All built. Learn all logistics. Any extractor produced resource is first stored in the building's local storage. Carriers can take it only to a warehouse where warehouses are accounted for and stored long term. So you can't take it directly to the fishery. So, okay, that makes sense. All right, let's build a storage. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Production, I guess? Nope. Services, farms, infrastructure. It's got to be... Let's build a warehouse. Okay, I didn't see that. So we build a warehouse. You can't store anything in the starter resources pile. You can only take from it. Okay, so we need to build a block here. Okay. Let them go ahead and build those guys out. And once this build, it's getting dark again. 2 days. We haven't started moving yet. I bet these guys are anxious to start going. All right, select the warehouse storage type. We're going to go ahead and we're going to store... Oh, there's a lot that can be stored here. Okay. And we are also out of fish, which means which means our people are hungry, I assume. Right side of the screen, let's take a look at that. For energy, food, we're doing okay on food, I guess. I guess it hasn't been that long since we've run out. On the right side of the screen, you can see your resources tab, aligned with clean water. It really means we have 100... water, 0 water can be stored. 272 is the amount spent over the last day. If you hover over the icon or bar, you can learn some details about it. I see. Okay. If you look at fish, you'll see we already have the capacity to store 5,000. Yes. Okay, that makes sense. I checked the resource panel. Build a water gatherer house. Okay, again, we're doing some extraction. Whoops. I can't. I need to research it first. Water extraction. There we go. All right, that makes sense. Easy enough. Extraction, water gatherer house, right there. We're going to go ahead and get some blocks across, just like that. You'll be able to extract water from the atmosphere without stopping the train. Okay, cool. That's fun. But being able to stop, so I guess this is going to be a matter of, once we're moving, deciding when to stop the train and extract. All right, we're back to the darkness. So I got a bit of a panopticon vibe going on here with the spotlight. Select the clean water extraction. Yep, we gotta do the same thing we did before. This is, what are these two options? Dirty water, clean water. We will go ahead and do that. We don't need that yet. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do clean water. All right, build 4 more warehouses. Okay, I can do that. Let's do it. Infrastructure, warehouse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I guess each warehouse stores something different. And then we gotta build blocks underneath it. I think I missed a warehouse. Oh, that's why. Can I cancel this? Oh, I don't think there's a way for me to cancel it. Oh, bulldoze. There we go. Okay, let's demolish. Okay. Okay, I can right-click it. Okay, there we go. I right-click it to get rid of it. All right, let's try again. Let's do it one at a time because I just tried to click and drag before. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let's go ahead and let them build that. They work pretty late at night, it seems. How are they doing? Again, I'm getting more poor people. I do not want to become a slumlord if I can avoid it. So let's see how we can get more money going in here. But you'll just continue following the tutorial. Do like how quickly it goes. We got some research going. Oh, I got 2 research points. All right, so click this, select clean water. We'll make this be dirty water. Okay. Select the warehouse coins. Oh, because we don't have any coin storage. Earned money needs to be cycled back in. Alright, and wastes. Where is it? Wastes. Okay. And we need a cleaner's station. They remove dirt from the ground, move wastes, dirty water or bodies. That's ominous. Until there are warehouses for wastes, dirty water, or bodies, the cleaner does nothing. Okay, so we have one for wastes already. Let's go ahead and services. No, not services. Cleaner station is going to be infrastructure. There we go. Need to do that, and we need some blocks going across here. Actually, I'm going to build the blocks here, and I am also going to give them some more movability. I'll go ahead and build a ladder here and go from there. Hopefully they don't need that spot, but that will allow them to move up and down there. And then we'll let them do their thing. We're still in the ocean biome because we haven't moved. I would like to move eventually. Alright, it's becoming daylight. I'm getting used to the lighting thing. Build 2 ladders to open up paths to the new floor. You can step onto a ladder not only from below, but also from the side, even from another ladder. Sometimes it's very handy for saving space. Don't forget to build frames under the ladder since we will still need to film an empty cell. Okay, then what we're going to do is build a ladder here. And we are also going to build a frame here, which I haven't really been using frames, I'm realizing, but it's all right. I wonder if I demolish like those ladders I just built, if they'll be replaced by frames. 2 more small cabins. We need to build more. Small cabins for our creatures because there are a lot more creatures. That makes sense. Services, small cabins. Build both of those. Yeah, it does go quick. No employees. We have some with no employees because they're busy building stuff. Without unpausing the game, place 1 chassis. For the train to travel, you need to build a driver's cabin. Let's reserve space for them at the head of the train. Alright, so we need to build locomotion, a chassis. And that's going to be at the head of the train, which is here, I believe. I believe it moves left to right. Let me double check that. Guide, there it is. ZXC, head is the head. Yep. So this is the head. So this is where I want it to be. Locomotion, chassis. Go ahead and do that. Hold Alt, hover over the chassis, and press the left mouse button. Oh, hold on. I didn't really quite see that. I like the previous mission. Freezing pauses all actions related to the object. In this case, we don't want creatures to start investing resources. We need them for train development. After we build the cabin, we will be able to control the train. So let's go ahead. I believe that's locomotion. A driver's cabin is going to be right there. All right, and we're going to freeze this. And we also need an engine. So let's go ahead and build an engine. That makes sense. Freeze the engine. Prepare to create iron parts. We need more iron parts. Ah, I see what they're going for. Because our iron, if I come here, we have 300, we have 1.44k, 400. I feel like we have enough iron parts if I'm doing my math correct, but that's all right. To create them, we need to mine ore, smelt into ingots. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. To do this, you need to research mining. That's why we saved our stuff before. All right, gonna go ahead and do mining. Okay, miner lets you now build a miner house. Yep, that makes sense. Infrastructure. Oh no, extraction has got to be where it is. A miner house. Where does it want it built? Over here. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and let them build that. And now they're not touching this. That's smart. So I'll let them fill that out. Select 2 extraction recipes: iron ore and coal. And we don't have. Okay, so we have iron ore and coal. And we have local storage for that. Terrors Hall wants 2 resources at a time because it's inefficient. They will wait until the building has 100 units to fully load their cart. That's fine. Alright. Build 2 more warehouses. Where do I want them? Build the chassis. Prepare storage capacity. Ah, okay. So we need to do... I see why they wanted me to do this. So we're going to go ahead and do chassis. And then we're going to go ahead and do a warehouse here and a warehouse here. Alright. There we go. No, they'll go ahead and do that. How is my city doing? I got 33 total? That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's definitely building up, especially since I started with, what, 6? How are we doing in terms of races? 19 and 16, so pretty evenly stated. I wonder if there's going to be more races. Alright. We are not getting any employees there, but give it time. Alright. We're going to do this and be iron ore, and we're going to make this one coal. There we go. And an industrial furnace, and we need to research melting in order to do that. This does get me pretty far. So let's go ahead. The industrial furnaces need to obtain raw materials. So let's go ahead. Building infrastructure or warehouse? Or maybe production. It's got to be production. There we go. All right, that's going to go there. And I need some blocks here. And then I also need frames underneath. Oh, I got windows now. What can I do with windows? Through it, you can see the surrounding world, unless you want to move a bunker. I guess I can build windows somewhere. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay, maybe we'll do that later. For now, I need to build some frames here and some frames here. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and let them do their thing. I like how it leaves, the tutorials leaving some things up to me to do on my own. Like, it's telling me, it stops telling me build the blocks yourself because it assumes I know that already. That's a very effective way of doing teaching. I could put another ladder here, I guess, but that's okay. We'll leave it as is. For the next building, maybe we'll do that. All right, everyone seems pretty happy so far. How's my fish? We got 56, 193 received, 30 oh, wow. Okay, great. We got a lot. We got a lot coming in. That's good. I'm reading that correct, right? Yep. The 180 inside buildings. Okay, we're back to dark. No space for storing. What do we got? Hold on a second. I'm not sure I understand that. No employees. Does not have a place for work. Does not have free space for storing resources. I don't know where the resources are. Maybe waste? Maybe a body? I have no idea. I wish you could take... Ah, there it is. Okay, what's going on here? Is there waste there? I have no idea what's going on. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay. Well, looks like it was taken care of. Maybe the cleaners needed to come help stuff out. Okay, great. Iron ingots in the industrial. We got iron ingots. And we need to build a forge. Ah, okay. Got it. A forge, and we need to research forge first. So we'll go ahead and do that. Alrighty. Let's go ahead, and that's going to be production again in the forge workshop for producing metal parts. Going to put you here. And costs are increased due to the lack of frames behind the building, so it is filling in those frames. All right, we're definitely producing things now. So like production recipe, iron parts. That is a lot to do. Let's see, prepare 2 more warehouses. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Let's let it keep going slowly while we do this. We need a warehouse here and a warehouse here. We're gonna need the blocks across, so let's build our blocks. And we need a ladder. I think the obvious place for a ladder to go is right here, so let's go ahead and do that. And I think that's high enough, yeah. And we'll speed it up, let them do their thing. Because they need to be able to access the ladder. No resources. Forge workshop. Okay, guys, we're still figuring that out. We'll get there, don't worry. And no employees. Yeah, we're running out of employees. We need more people to come, but that's okay. I think our food is mostly taken care of. No employees, no warehouses. No warehouses for iron ingots, no warehouses for iron parts. Yeah, so every single warehouse needs its own. That is a lot of micromanagement, definitely. Because this is, let's see. We're filling up on iron ingots, and it's at 100 now, which is why it is alerting me to that. Alright, almost there, and now they can get up there, I think, or they should be able to. Get them zipping back and forth. I really like the pause part of it. The fact that I can just, hey, I'm planning this out, but I want them as they are right now. No resources, and extraction status not working. Okay. Why aren't we getting any? We need manual labor to come in. Yeah, I would like the option to prioritize. If I could make one improvement, being able to say like, hey, this is my top priority would be a good thing. Maybe it's something that can be researched later. But for right now, I'm just kind of hanging out, waiting for an employee to come over there. And it's taken a while, because these are both ready to be built. Can they not be reached? Maybe that's my problem. They can't be reached. Let's build one more ladder above it and see if someone gets up there. There we go. Okay, all right. Select the warehouse and make it iron ingots. Okay, so that one was on me. And iron parts. There we go. Now it's time to build the engine. Unfreeze the chassis and the engine. And unfreeze, unfreeze. All right, now let's wait for both of those to be built. I wonder if there's an option to put lights in here somewhere, like later on. No space for storing warehouse coins. Oh, it's all full. Okay, good. They're moving them out. Driver's cabin lets you control the train. If at some moment there are no employees, the train will become uncontrollable. Well, we definitely don't want that. And that is where, again, the priority thing comes into play, in my opinion. All right, well, we're about to start moving. Okay, we're going to build it. We're going to build it. How many employees do we have? Oh, wow, we got 66. It goes fast. 1 disease, 1 starvation, 1 sleep on the ground. So that means we need more cabins, which we will investigate in a little bit. What do we got over here? Okay. All right, open the train control panel by clicking the corresponding icon or pressing V. And then wait until employees settle in the driver's cabin and, yep, let's see, an engine to control the train before launching the train. Use the departure horn to warn residents about departure. Okay, interesting. So if I go here, waiting for them to settle into it. Got to get employees over there. Still taking some time. Just stocking that up with gold. I wonder if in order, no employees, I wonder if in order to do that, we have to freeze all extraction buildings, because we do need to start moving. Let's try that. Let's freeze all extraction buildings. Waiting. Still waiting. Okay, maybe I don't want to do that. Let's see. How do I... That's the research center. What I want is the extraction buildings, and it's dark again. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. I still gotta wait for employees to get here. He is managing the train. Shift not started. Okay. I still need to wait for employees to get over here. Alright, what we got? Alright, we're gonna... No recipe. Yeah, I want that undone because I want to get employees over to the front of the train. Because I don't control them directly. Okay, there we go. We got another one coming over. And these are the 3 shifts. I'll go ahead and keep that going. But now that we're getting them... Okay. Oh, wait. We might be ready. Let's see. Yep. Departure horn. Alright, so give me a second. One residence about departure. All residents working outside will return to the train, but this may take some time. Let me make sure. How do I check that all of them are in the train? 4 lost. 4 lost. Why are 4 lost? Interesting. What does lost mean? I mean, I know what lost means, but what does lost means in terms of, like, doing extraction? All right, let's kick it off. Let's go ahead and go and start. Oh, wait, no employees in the cabin? I don't have employees in the cabin anymore. All right, I am... Okay. He's starting his shifts, and we're going to drive. Departure horn, and drive. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to hold it down. Yeah. That's what I have to do. I have to hold it down first. Prepare for departure. 02, 12, 66. 0 dirts on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and drive. Tutorial completed. Okay, cool. All right. This is a cool start. I like it. I'm intrigued, definitely. I like the idea behind it. I think the lighting is tricky for me, but there's also not that much that I really need to focus on. Let's just start it driving and let it do its thing. There will be more biomes. Hold on. Oh, we're going to finish a biome fast, I guess. 30 kilometers, moving to grassland region. Okay, that's fun. Gold or coal. So, okay, so the idea is you stop when you want to do that. This looks like something I can explore later. I think this is probably a good place to stop the video. So let's go ahead and save the game. We'll just go ahead and, let's see, main tutorial finished. Last I autosave, we'll just do a new save game. And I'll just do Steelton 1. Save. And, yeah, I'm going to explore this more, but thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.